my DIY friends, I am so happy you're here and you took a moment of your day to spend it with us. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Yahhh and I'm doing this DIY channel together with Diane. For today, I have a new Christmas DIY for you because it's Christmas in July. I am going to make a snowman on a plate. And of course, this is always a fun and chaos. If you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to the NMI channel. And of course, we also have our all year round Christmas channel. So you find all the links you need in our description box. So go ahead, check it out. And for now, let's jump into our DIY. And here you see for this DIY we need only a couple of things. We need some styrofoam white balls. And of course you can buy them anywhere at Dollar Tree. Here in the Netherlands you can buy them with the action. But I ordered this one online on AliExpress in different sizes. We just got some out of my stash, some old greenery from the Christmas season. Some ribbon, the red, the white and the brown, and I use a plastic charger and he's only 79 cents, so they were very cheap and they have a little bit of a marble look to it. I don't know if I keep it this way or maybe I will paint it. And we need a piece of faux green. You use them also in your Christmas village, so I am using a little piece of that to give it also a little bit of a greeny look. So this is a little bit of the main thing we are going to need for this DIY. We are going to start with our charger, and here in the Netherlands we call it an onderzetter, so it is totally different word than in English. So like I said, I bought this very cheap and already a long time ago. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my faux grass and I'm going to make a round inside of my charger, and I will do that out of camera because I will do it outside because the faux grass is really messing up everything. So I am going to cut out this round outside from faux grass, and of course you can use anything different than grass. You can use anything you like. You could also paint it in a color. It is also fine too, that you like maybe a brown color or a red color, white color. Just go ahead and just only do the inside. So I will do the inside and then I see you back. You just saw me also doing a piece. I did try to do it inside of here on my table, but oh my, this one, this is really bad stuff because this is, everything is falling out. So I am happy already that I have this around. I'm going to glue it inside of my charger, and then I'm going to do, I think, a little bit of hairspray over it. So I'm sure that everything will stay in place later. So I hope this will work. So I'm going to glue it with my glue gun, but maybe I'm even going to try to do it with some other glue because I don't know if my glue gun is going to keep. You see already I did glue it inside, but was one disaster because this faux grass wouldn't stuck to it. This has a little bit of a different backside. Normally I have paper backside, but I ordered this online on AliExpress and I will never do it again because this is not the backside you need, at least even not for this DIY, but also not for your Christmas village. So what I'm going to do to work away, I needed some other glue. I used this Pattex, but of course you have your E6000 or something else. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get to work away the sides. I'm going to get some little bit of a thicker rope and I'm going to glue this on the line. So just do a little dot of glue over here and just place your rope in between and keep it in place for a little moment until it is dried up. And so we are going to work away the sides and just go piece by piece by piece and just squeeze it over here so you get a nice round. So you see, I will finish this off and then I show you how it's looking then. And you see here already our charger is looking already very nice, even when it was a disaster. So you see with DIY, you always can make fun something bad, probably, hopefully something good. So we are going to make now our tree, at least a little bit of a silhouette of a tree. And I use some branches I have laying around in my stash, but of course you can also use something you find outside. So go ahead, go outside and take some branches from the trees and you can make it for yourself. So I'm going to make first a base of 3 pieces. So I have a nice, you see already, this is what I'm going to glue this in the middle. And at least I have to wait until my glue gun is, is ready. So I'm going to do some glue over here. And of course, don't burn your fingers. And I laying it down in the middle and just squeeze it until it is dry. And I will do that with all 3. And you see, then you have a little bit of a nice base, and place them next to each other and just keep them in place for a little while. So a couple of seconds is enough. And enough this one. And I show it to you this way, but if you are bored and you don't want to see this, go ahead. I always say just skip forward, and we are going to place this against each other and wait until it's dried up. What we're going to do right now, we have a little bit more branches with a little bit of a different shape. So we're going to glue one over here. We're just going to try to make a tree, at least the silhouette of a tree. And I'm going to place this one inside of here and keep it in place. And we are going to find another one. And we're going to do this on the other side and a little bit higher, because we want to have different shapes. And again, another one. And you can do as much as you like, but I'm going to fill it up also with some Christmas greenery. And I'm going to, oh, you see already, this is not the way you're supposed to do it, but this way. I don't, there's always this thing, talking and DIYing is of course a different level. I have to keep my mind on my work. So, and I am going to place this one over here and also place it inside. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to work first away my glue wires. But you see already I have enough glue wires. And now I'm going to cut this one in half. And I'm going to place it one over here. A little bit this way. And we are going to place this one on here. So we have a nice little base for our tree. I showed you in a moment. You see, of course, you see glue wires. In a moment, they will be away. But you see already how easy it is just to make a little shape of a tree. So I took away the line wires. What we're going to do, I'm just did go to my stash and I found some old greenery for the Christmas season. So I take a couple of the bigger ones, a little bit more like this one. And I have a little bit of the smaller ones, and this is more like this. So you can pull a total branch, you can pull everything out of each other and just use the little pieces. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place them in between the bigger ones on top, in between, a little bit over here, a little bit over here, and a little bit, and the smaller ones will be later on. So, but first we're going to do this way. So I'm going to, and just squeeze them next to your branch, a little bit against each other, and then wait a second until it's dried up. So you see, this is what I mean. And I take another bigger branch, and we're going to place it, I think maybe inside of here, and just squeeze it. And I show it to you in a moment. So you see, this is a little bit what I mean. Just fill it up with bigger and smaller branches. Just it looks like a little bit more like a tree. And later on, here is something, a little bit of a glitter on top of here, but later on we are going to fill it up with some snow, so you won't see that again. You see how my tree turned out, and I am leaving it this way, but of course, if you like more greenery or different kind of branches, just go ahead. This is just my thing, so but at least you can do anything you like. What we're going to do, I'm going to lay this away and we're going to make our little snowman. Making a little snowman is very easy. Of course, you can take two different sizes of your styrofoam and you just place a little bit of glue over here, and then you are pushing up the smaller version. And of course, you can also do 3 times. If you do 2 this way and maybe on top of each other. I hope you can see it this way, but I will do 2 of them because we are going to stack them up. So I'm going to do a little of the glue, and we are going to place the other one upside down and just squeeze it and keep it in place until it is dried up. That can take a little while because it is glue from your glue and it is hot, so it takes a little time until it's dried up. So, and in the meantime, I hope you are still here when I am back. So I have to wait until it's dried up. Yeah, our little snowman dried up. It really took a little bit of the time. So be glad that we didn't wait until on camera. So what I'm going to do, we are going to take a little piece of the smaller ribbon. I use some velvet ribbon because I love the velvet. So we are going to do some around the snowman, and we are going to make a bow the same way we are going to tie our shoe. But of course, I will do this out of camera or else it will take much too long for you. We have our little snowman finished, a red one, a brown one, and of course a green one. And with the green one, I already did a little face on top of it. I have to say, and I have to be honest, I am really not good at faces. I am so so bad in faces. So but a couple of dots, that's that's okay for me. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to take my black marker and I'm just going to make a nose and of course a little mouth, because they are a little bit too small to give it also an orange nose. So I only keep it with the little dots of the mouth and the eyes. And you see, I did, of all of them, I did some faces on top of it. At least I tried to make some faces of it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a little bit of the pink makeup. It's already a little bit of an old box, and I'm going to dab a little bit on their cheeks. So to give them a little bit, yeah, I don't know, coming more to life, but a little bit more coloring than only the white face. So I will do that with all 3 of them, and then we are going to place them in our little tree. Now I have my tree, and I'm going to get my little snowman, and the first one I'm going to glue inside next to our tree. So I'm just going to do some glue on the back side and on his head, because we are going to try to stack them up. And we will see if this will succeed or not. Succeed or not. So this is not my day. I'm sorry. This is not my day for English. I'm totally saying the wrong words every time again. So I'm sorry if it bothers you. So you see, this is already snowman number 1. What we're going to do, the second one, it's the brown one, and we are going to stick it up at a little bit sideways, but stuck on his head. So do a little bit of the glue on here, on his back and on his head. And now we are going to try to get him as even as we can, but just place it on his head and also squeeze it up and wait until it is dried up. And I hope it works the way I have it in my head, because that's not always the question. And when I have it in my head, it's also coming out on my DIYs. So, but that's the way of an amateur. You just try, go on, and hope it will succeed. So this, you see, this is number 2. And now we have to do a number 3, and we are going to do this one this way. So again, we are going to squeeze it in, glue it, and a little bit on his head. So over here. And we're going to do on the back side and on his head. And now we hope that also this one will get in place. And of course, we are going to keep it in place for a moment. And of course, we get his head also. It looks very strange right now, but I really have to keep it in place, or else it doesn't work. And I'm sorry it takes a little bit of your time, but you will see at the end it's worth making it. And I have to squeeze it up every time again. And I am going to get away my, and you see, this is number 3. And of course I have to work away our lime pieces, and we are going to stack it up together until it is dried up. But I think they look already very nice. So I wait until this is dried up. So the snowmans are really in place, and I am really loving how they are turning out. And what we're going to do right now, because I want some letters over here and over here, I'm going to take out my wooden letters. You can find them anywhere at Dollar Tree, Action, the Family Dollar. It doesn't matter, you can find them anywhere. So I'm going to make the word just let it snow. So, and I'm going to glue this on top of here before we're going to do the snow inside of here. And here you see already the word just let it snow, and I am going to glue it on top of our plate. And I am really how the marble is coming through. Of course it is fake because it is plastic, so but it looks nice. So I'm going to glue this on top of our plate. You see, I glued the letters on top of here, and I know you see it backwards, but what we're going to do is the finishing touch. We are going to bring in some snow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to dip some Mod Podge over here, and then I'm going to place some fake snow inside of here. So we will see how this will turn out. I wish I could do it with some glue, but I can't find my glue, so I am just going to dab it a little bit over here. So we will see how this will turn out. We just do a little bit of the fake snow inside of here and just dab it, and later on we will shake everything off. So I hope this will turn out. So this is a little bit of a task. I will do this out of camera. So in a moment you will see the result, how it's looking like with some snow on it. You see already I did with some Mod Podge, I did the snow on top of it, and a lot of it I already wiped away because I don't want to have too much snow, but this needs to dry for a little moment. And what we still need to do before we do the end reveal is just take a piece of rope, and I use the same rope I have over here. I am gluing this together, and then I'm going to glue this on the back side to give it a hanger. So if you want to hang it in a wreath or something else, you also can hang it. And here you see the end reveal of our snowman sign, and I think he turned out very cute. Of course, don't make the same mistake like I did and use the faux grass with the paper on the back side, then you are fit to go. In a moment I show it to you a little bit closer, but for now, thank you so much for doing this DIY together with me and spending a little moment of your day together with us. Diane and I are so thankful for your support, so thank you so much. And of course, if you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to our decoeasy DIY channel. And of course, we also have a Christmas all year round channel. You find all the links you need in our description box. Enough talking. We wish you all a beautiful day. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.